It's English time! Hi, I'm Teacher Mitch. Come and join me as we learn English the easy way. Subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell to keep updated with my latest uploads. Please also share and hit the like button if you appreciate my videos. Thank you! Hello Grade 8 students! Welcome sa panibagong English learning adventure! Excited na ba kayo? Ako rin! So let's begin our lesson right now! Our target learning competency for this video is examine text structures for clarity of meaning and purpose. And the content of our today's discussion is structure of an editorial article. When we read newspapers or online news sites, we encounter different kinds of journalistic text, like news reports, feature stories, and editorials. Each has a special purpose and structure. Among these, the editorial stands out because it doesn't just inform. It also expresses opinions and influences readers' views about current issues. That's why understanding the structure of an editorial article is important. It helps us see how journalists organize their ideas to make their message clear, persuasive, and meaningful. Editorial is an article in a newspaper, written by the editor or under his or her direction, stating the position or opinion of the publication on some subject or issue. Here's an analogy. The news section is the heart of the newspaper, and that the editorial section is its soul. Editorial writers build on an argument and try to persuade readers to think the same way they do. Editorials are meant to influence public opinion, promote critical thinking, and sometimes cause people to take action on an issue. Before we write or analyze an editorial, it's important to know what makes it different from other journalistic texts. Editorials are special because they don't just report facts. They share opinions, explain issues, and suggest solutions. Let's look at the main features that make a good editorial article clear, relevant, and persuasive. Features of an editorial article. 1. Short and direct. Usually brief, about a few sentences to less than 1,000 words. Has a news peg. It starts by linking the topic to a recent or important news event. Talks about important issues. It focuses on topics that matter to readers, especially local ones. Explains the issue clearly. It gives background and facts so readers understand the topic. Professional in tone. It discusses ideas, not personalities. It avoids insults or bias. 6. Gives solutions. It doesn't just complain, but offers possible ways to solve the issue. 7. Strong conclusion. It ends with a clear, powerful summary of the writer's opinion. 8. Impersonal. It uses a neutral tone, focuses on the issue, not the writer. Relevant. It connects to readers' experiences or current situations. And 10. Clear and simple. It uses easy to understand words and expressions. Now that we know the features of an editorial, let's learn how to write one effectively. Just like how news articles follow a structure, editorials also have a simple guide to help writers express their opinions clearly and persuasively. To make it easier to remember, we use the SPECS formula, a step-by-step guide that shows how to organize your ideas from start to finish. SPECS formula in writing an editorial. S. State the problem. Begin by presenting the issue or situation you want to discuss. For example, many students still struggle with poor internet connection during online classes. This part introduces the topic and captures the reader's attention. P. Position on the problem. Clearly state your stand or opinion about the issue. Are you for or against it? For example, schools should provide learning hubs to help students without stable internet. This part shows your viewpoint and guides the direction of your article. E. Evidence to support the position. You have to provide facts, examples, statistics, or expert opinions to back up your stand. For example, according to a recent survey, 60% of students said poor connection affects their performance. This adds credibility and strengthens your argument. C. Conclusion. Summarize your main points and restate your opinion in a powerful way. For example, every learner deserves equal access to education, both online and offline. This reinforces your message and reminds readers of your stand. S. Solution to the problem. End with practical recommendations or actions that can help solve the issue. For example, the government and private groups can work together to create free Wi-Fi zones for students. This part shows that your editorial is not just critical but also constructive. Just like a good story has a beginning, middle, and end, an editorial article also follows a clear structure. This structure helps the writer organize ideas logically and persuade readers effectively. By following this pattern, you can make your editorial sound fair, well-researched, and convincing, just like how real journalists write their opinion pieces in newspapers. Let's explore the sample structure of an editorial step by step. Sample structure of an editorial. First, lead with an objective explanation of the issue or controversy. Start by explaining what the issue is, the who, what, when, where, why, and how. Give background information and facts. You may include quotes from credible sources. This part helps readers understand what the topic is all about before you give your opinion. For example, recently, the city government announced a ban on single-use plastics to reduce waste. Next, present what other people think about the issue, especially those who disagree with your stand. State their arguments fairly and clearly. Use facts or quotes to show their point of view. Presenting strong opposing ideas shows that you understand both sides. For example, some business owners argue that banning plastics will increase their production costs. Now, explain why you disagree with the opposing side. Provide more facts, examples, or expert opinions to support your stand. You can admit or concede if the other side has one valid point, but show why your side still makes more sense. For example, while costs may increase slightly, the long-term benefits to the environment and public health are far more important. Add more reasons that strengthen your opinion. Arrange them from strong to strongest. You can use comparisons, examples, or even famous quotes to make your article more convincing. For example, other cities that banned plastics have seen cleaner surroundings and reduced flooding caused by waste. End your editorial with a powerful, inspiring message. Offer a solution or call to action. You may use a quotation or rhetorical question to make readers think. For example, if we want a cleaner, safer city, are we willing to change our habits today? To see how this works in action, let's look at a sample editorial titled, "Ban Single-Use Plastics Now." Notice how each part, from the introduction of the issue up to the conclusion, follows the proper structure of an effective editorial. Every day, thousands of plastic bags and cups are thrown away after just one use. These single-use plastics clog our drainage systems, pollute our oceans, and harm marine life. According to the Department of Environment and Natural Resources or DENR, the Philippines generates around 2.7 million tons of plastic waste each year. Some cities have already passed local ordinances banning plastics, but many still allow their daily use. The question is, should we ban single-use plastics nationwide? Some business owners and consumers oppose a total ban on plastics. They argue that paper or reusable containers cost more and may be less convenient. A local store owner said, "Plastic packaging helps us save money and keeps our products fresh." Others believe that banning plastics will affect small businesses that rely on cheap packaging. While cost and convenience are valid concerns, protecting the environment is a far greater priority. Research from the World Wildlife Fund shows that plastic pollution harms not just marine mammals but also human health, as microplastics are now found in food and water. Other countries that shifted to eco-friendly alternatives have proven that going plastic-free is possible with government support and public cooperation. Aside from environmental protection, banning single-use plastics promotes long-term economic and social benefits. Local entrepreneurs can start businesses producing reusable bags or biodegradable packaging, creating new job opportunities. It's like planting a tree today. It takes effort now, but everyone benefits later. By investing in sustainable habits, we invest in a cleaner and healthier future. It's time for both the government and the people to take bold action. Banning single-use plastics is not just an environmental issue. It's a moral responsibility. As the late environmentalist Wangari Maathai once said, "We cannot tire or give up. We owe it to the present and future generations." So, the question remains, will we keep using convenience as an excuse, or will we choose to protect our planet today?